Hello my spooky friends, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a flip through of what I call the Tall series of the Halloween junk journals that I made for this year. And the reason that I call them the Tall journals is because, well, they are tall. So these journals are a little bit of an irregular size. If you can hear the bell, that's Lucy coming downstairs to see what's happening. So these journals are comprised in large of scrapbook paper. So in order to make the journal, I just basically fold the scrapbook paper in half. And I really, personally, I love this size of a journal. I've been using these for a really long time. So this really makes me happy. But it might not be for everybody. So these are 12 inches tall by 6 inches wide, right? Because again, I've taken scrapbook paper and folded it in half, and I've sewn in one signature. Now, I have 6 of these, and then what I did was I made 2 of the black cats. I have 2 of the pumpkins, and then I have a ghost. And then I'm calling Witchy Poo Witch Core. And it's a cover with all kinds of just fun traditional witchy poo with ghosts and brooms and skulls and witch feet. You know, super cute. So I decided I was just going to start with 6, and this is where we got to. Okay, so let's get into the good stuff. Let us get into the flip through. So again, my trick is, as you guys know, I do the insides are all the same, with the exception of a few small details. They're the same inside. I just make the covers different. Now, the one thing that you will notice, if you've been to my website or on my Etsy shop and you've looked, you will notice, for example, the ghosts here. When you turn the page, I have with the pumpkins, I have ghosts here, but here the ghosts have pumpkins. So I have used the same papers in all of the journals. In some of the journals, they're just in different locations. So that's really the primary difference of the insides. So the 2 of these are exactly the same. The 2 of the black cats are exactly the same. And then these 2 are a little bit different on the inside as well. But let's get into the good stuff, because I'm excited to show you what's inside of these. Okay, now these have 42 pages. There are 11 wraps, pages that wrap around other pages, plus 2 or 4 sheets of wax. I found this Halloween wax paper. You guys are going to love this. There is 63 medium-sized tags, 24 really large tags, 29 small tags, 10 tabs. I've glued in 10 tabs to get you started. There are 5 envelopes, 4 bags, Halloween treat bags, and 5 of the paper clips with the fabric on them. So let's get started. Okay, all right. Make sure I'm in here okay. So right at the beginning, of course, as I do in all my journals, I have the spooky netting to get us started and sort of set the mood. In these journals, I did glue in just a very plain dark pocket in the front, and then I put a sheet of the Halloween wax paper. So there's the black one, and then there's the same in the orange. I think these are going to be, you guys are going to have a lot of fun gluing these in and or cutting them up or whatever. Super fun. And then here we have cardstock. So everything, excuse me, all the tags and everything in here I did print on cardstock for you. And I mean, there's a lot of printed paper and stuff in here as well. So, right at the very beginning, I have a frightful ghost. And all of the tags, of course, are blank on the back. And then on this one, I've wrapped around a piece of black construction paper. This is cardstock here. There's quite a bit of cardstock in these journals. I didn't use rusted paper clips in this journal. I did do a little bit of stamping because I couldn't resist. And here we have an amazing Halloween ghost. So I should say, really, these are really traditional Halloween junk journals in the sense that this is a celebration of all things, you know, the things that we love about just the simpler parts of Halloween, which is jack-o'-lanterns, ghosts, skeletons, black cats. Like, it's all cute, it's all vintagey, nothing super scary, none of that stuff. Because you guys know, I mean, I do have the scary, sort of creepy journals that I really love, but I'm also a real traditionalist when it comes to Halloween, and I really do love witches and black cats. Okay, so then the next page is, again, scrapbook paper, and I've got this tag here, scare mail, and the witches, or the spooky cat here, because I thought that the colors of the cat really went well with this paper, and this green really stood out nice from the orange and the cream of the pumpkins. And on this side, we've got an orange 5x7 envelope. And again, I've said in other videos of flip-throughs, I really did want to stamp on these, but in the end I didn't, because I wanted to leave you like a blank canvas. So you can use your Halloween stamps and your Halloween stencils and your washi tape, and you can decorate this however you want. Because it feels, as much as I really wanted to decorate stuff, I also don't want to take away half the fun for you either, right? Okay, there's another tag there, and then this just gets tucked in there with an H for Halloween. And then on this side, we have one of the cute little paper treat bags here, and again, a cardstock big giant tag there with our cute little vintage Halloween gal here with her pumpkin. And then when we flip it over, we've got some Halloween, I call this the damask spiders. I don't know if that's right or not. And a great fussy cut of a Halloween witch. I love that. I love the green and the orange and the black and how it all comes together. This is cards or scrapbook paper again as well. We have a nice big tag here for journaling. This envelope, I believe, is also 5x7. Ooh, this is actually 7 1/4 by 5 1/4. That's a little bit bigger than I thought. And then on this side, we've got some great stripes. So what did I do? I had that here. Witch services there. And then this goes here. And then on the other side, I just had this folded piece of paper that I printed that got tucked underneath there, and a black cat here. This is copy paper that I've printed off, and we've got some tags here. Again, this is scrapbook paper, and then up here at the top, I've got paper that I printed off. I love this paper with the witch's brooms on the bottom here. So that's why I've got this up here, so that we can see the brooms down here. And then we've got these tags, these tags here, and I just put these up here. So yeah, there's well over 100 tags in these journals. And a cute little witch with her adorable little black cat. I thought she looked really cute above the brooms there. And of course, number 31. This is cardstock, gray cardstock here, that I did stamping on here. And then we've got some tags here with the paper clip. And then then suddenly a strange thing happened. Because I thought that was super cute. And on this again is scrapbook paper, and we've got this large tag which will be great for journaling, and witchy poo here. Just gets tucked in like that. And then this is the other side with these amazing black cats. This is great paper. And then again, a giant black cat tag. And this is me. I always call myself Captain Obvious, stating the obvious. There's black cats to be had on this page. This is black cardstock with the giant Boo bingo card. And then here on this side we have another envelope, and just so you know, 4.5 by 3.25 for the green envelope, and I did glue one of the tabs up there for you. So I really, I had a lot of fun doing this for many reasons, but just really indulging in all of this traditional Halloween imagery and ephemera was so much fun. And this is also scrapbook paper on this side. I love this. Boo, scary night, Halloween, boo, boo, boo. I love the writing on here. And then we've got some green striped paper with a Halloween trick-or-treater here. And that just gets tucked up in there with some fabulous ghosts on this side. And then I just had that journal card here. This is regular printer paper that I printed with the 2 tags here, and then on this side, yes, Hocus Pocus. I mean, how cute. 2 little witches going trick-or-treating. I'm telling you, I don't want to rush the summer away, but I'm really looking forward to autumn, as always. Okay. Oh, what's going on here? This moved. Okay, there we go. Crisis averted. Scrapbook paper. I love this. Pumpkins, of course. Yeah, I'm looking forward to sweaters and scarves. The older I get, the less that I enjoy the heat. When I was a kid, I loved summer. The hotter, the better. The more 35-degree days we had, I loved every minute of it. And then I don't know what happened. I just woke up one day and I was like, it's too hot. Pumpkin tea on fire. This is copy paper. This is scrapbook paper. This is smooth, whereas some of these other scrapbook papers are quite textured. This is smooth. This is textured. This is very smooth, super cute. So we've got a couple tags here, and then we've got this big green stripe tag here. I was going to glue this here, but again, I stopped myself and I thought, no, I'm just going to paper clip it on, and then you can do whatever you would like with it. Tag there. Here we have, this is green construction paper, and I just printed off the scary haunted house paper, wrap that around there like that. One of the reasons I really like these bigger, taller journals is because I can use a lot of bigger images, a lot of bigger, like these kind of bigger fussy cut tags. I really do enjoy that a lot. Not to say that you can't use bigger things in the smaller journals, but I don't know, it's just again, it's just a personal preference. I like the space of it. I can't really articulate it very well, but yeah. Scrapbook paper, smooth. Printed paper. More scrapbook paper. This is a fun, spooky scrapbook paper with the eyes glowing in the night. And then we have a giant tag, which would be great for a journal card, and a couple little smaller tags there to go with that. And then on the other side, we have this great, creepy, dark forest, and of course I couldn't resist putting a ghost Sort of like hanging around on the road, waiting for the goblins to come trick-or-treating. This black paper is cardstock, and you guys know that I love polka dots, and it is not a journal made by Lisa without some polka dots in it. So there we have that there. And then on this side, Witching Hour Party Game. I love these vintage tags. Reminds me of being a kid and Halloween as a kid. Now, this is very smooth and shiny and glossy Halloween scrapbook paper. Super smooth. And then here I have some paper that I printed off here, and then a giant ticket because it was green. And again, there's something about these journals where I really like adding in these tall, big tags. If you're somebody like me and you have really big handwriting, these come in very handy. We got Witchy Poo. I mean, look at her face. Adorable. And then a 1.5 inch circle W there. And then on this side, of course, I could not resist. And I've got the stabby lady there. Wicked. You got that right. Witchy Poo on this side. This is scrapbook paper. Again, quite smooth and shiny with a gloss finish like this side. And then in the middle, as always, we've got our ghoul and ghost haunting the middle of the journal. And we're like really into Halloween. And yes, we are. And then as we go through to the other side of the journal, we've got a ghost in the pumpkin patch on this scrapbook paper. Then I've got some green spiderweb paper, another giant tag, and the flying syrup, moonbeam, and bad dreams tag. On this side, we've got our Halloween cat, and this is black cardstock. This is a polka dotted treat bag, and here's another giant tag. I made a ton of these giant tags to go in these journals, and I'm glad I did because I think they fit in perfectly, and they look great, and they're going to be super helpful, and, you know, what's the word? Not helpful, but practical, you know, because there's so much journaling you can get done on them. And then on this side, we've got the cute little trick-or-treater. And, of course, I could not resist putting a ghoul on this side with a tombstone that just says, bye. It cracks me up every time I see it. So, that could be potentially a really great tuck spot for you. And then here's the other side of that spooky paper with the eyes in the night. So, of course, I couldn't resist putting beware with the ghoul. Oh, hello, Lucy. The ghoul and the man there, a haunted home. Well, it sure is. Hi, Luce. Here, can we take your, you don't need to wear your collar now because it's indoor nighty-night time. That's quite, we had to put a really loud bell on Lucy because something happened and we don't want it to happen again. She's fine, but let's just say a tiny little mouse is not. Okay, sweetheart, I'm gonna put you down here just for a minute while Mommy finishes, okay? Okay, I'll be right back. Then, speaking of my childhood, I've got this little thing here with the Woolworths haunted Halloween costumes, $1.98. And I remember as a kid going to like Woolco or Kmart with my mom and begging for one of these costumes that had the mask with it, and then this part was all plastic. She would never let me have one because she said she always made my costumes, but it was the mask that I really wanted, of course, right? And you thought you wanted to wear the mask, but the mask was hot and you couldn't see out of it. Anyways, there's some great nostalgia here. So I had to include this. So this is printed paper. And then, of course, we're back to scrapbook paper. Here's another one of the nice big orange envelopes. Again, I didn't stamp them. I wanted to, but I didn't. Yeah, I love the witch against the black and the orange here, and then the big black cat with the orange. So great. I love this paper. Tags here. Now again, another one of the treat bags, and another piece of copy paper that I printed. Again, great for hidden journaling or using for pen pals or even happy mail or secret notes that you want to leave yourself. Cute as that. And then on this side, great for journaling there. And Witchy Poo goes there. This is the other side, of course, of this great black cat paper. So this is blank on the back, and here. Super duper cute kitty with the rest of the black kitties here. And I like to have tall paper, shorter paper, tall paper, like shorter paper, because I really like how when I stagger the sizes like this, that you get to see so much more of the tall paper. Like, you know, how do I explain this? You know, like if you just have all the pages the same size, when you're looking at it, you don't see all the paper. But when you have these shorter papers in between, I love how you get a glimpse of this gingham with the black cats, and then the green, and then of course when you turn it, it's all there, and then da-da-da-da. Oh, here comes Sophie. Everybody wants to see Mummy's journal. Okay. Hi. I just told Lucy the same thing, that I need to just scooch you over here for a minute. Just let me finish up, and then we can have a nice cuddle afterwards. Okay. So, again, you guys know I love numbers and polka dots. So this fulfills both of those there. And that gets just tucked up there. I showed you that. Here, again, for some Halloween nostalgia, some old school costumes. That just gets wrapped around there. And then this side here, we've got some ghoulish paper with more black cats and some tags here. Yeah, I just really like staggering it this way, so you really get a bird's eye view of so much more of the paper when you're flipping through it, and subsequently when you're working on it. I've got some green bats, which I love the contrast of the green and the burnt sort of browny orange. Some adorable little trick-or-treaters here. Pumpkin patch. Copy paper. Nice big tag for journaling. And then we've got the ghosts underneath here. Super adorable. This is quite matte as well. There's no texture. This has texture. And then I couldn't resist with this super cute witch and her kitty under the big orange full moon. Even though flowers don't really grow in the autumn, I just thought it looked really pretty to have something sort of feminine and just sweet behind her. Because, yes, she's a witch and, you know, she's got magical powers, but she also likes pretty things as well. As all witches do, right? Except for Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga probably does not like pretty things. Okay, we are heading, well, we're not doing too bad here. So we've got another of these green envelopes. I said there were 5 envelopes in these journals. So there's the green, a green one. Again, tags. This is cardstock. And I like this spooky and scary. Yes. On this side, we've got that giant tag. I'm going to make a ton of those giant tags and use them in other journals because I love the way that they've turned out. Here, black cats on black cats, and then that's the nice sort of plaid on the back there. This paper's fantastic and has some really nice texture to it. A nice journal card, super cute. A tag here, and Happy Halloween kitty cat there. Okay, we're almost near the the back. Here is more of that Halloween wax paper, and this is gray cardstock that I did stamp. I used a couple of my Halloween stamps there. What I will do is, there was quite a bit of this wax paper in the package that I ordered it. So when you order one of these journals from me, I'm going to put some more of these papers in there that are not folded, because I realize that when you fold them, they do have a bit of a crease in them, but I still think that they could really be a lot of fun. Here we have the Witch's Brooms paper, the scrapbook paper, which I really like. And here's the black cats, again with the stripes. This is really nice textured paper. This is the green construction paper, more printed paper, another one of the cute little bags for treats with the raven there. And then here's just a little, like a little tab thing to hold everything in that I made there. Where's my, here we go. And this kitty and the pumpkin just got tucked up underneath here. Here's another one of the wax papers, the orange one on this scrapbook paper with the pumpkins. And then this is cardstock, orange cardstock that I stamped here. Wishing you a spooky Halloween. And then what I did at the back was, because I love pom-poms and I can't resist adding pom-poms to these journals, but I know that pom-poms, some of this trim sometimes in a bigger journal can be a bit cumbersome, can sometimes get in the way. So what I decided to do was I sewed the pom-poms onto the cardstock. This way you can tuck that underneath there and leave it there and have it in the journal, which is how I really like to see it. But if you decide that pom-poms make you crazy at the back of the journal, or you wanted to have, for whatever reasons, the pom-poms somewhere else in the journal, then you can move the pom-poms wherever you want them to go. They do not have to be stuck at the back. So, and then here I've got Handmade by Ghouls and Cats at Isla and Alice. So that's it, my friends. Those are the tall journals. So like I said, with the ghosts, you'll notice that these pages are a little bit different. Here with the pumpkins, instead of the pumpkin, wait a minute, let me move this over here. Instead of the pumpkins, here I have ghosts. I have pumpkins here instead of black cats. And yeah, but everything else, of course, they're all the same. On the inside, ooh, I have rented lips today. That gets stuck in there. And then with the black cat ones, then when you open up the inside, you do have the pumpkins like you do with the ghosts, but instead of the black cats here, of course, we have the ghosts here. And then again, everything else is the same. And then the only other one that is a teeny tiny little bit different, of course, is the Witchy Poo one. So when you open up this one, there are the pumpkins, but instead of the black cats, we've got the ghosts here, but you'll see the tags, everything, like I said, everything is the same. Although I didn't want to put a black envelope here because then you couldn't really see it. But you still have the same envelopes in each journal. They're just in different places. But again, everything else is the same. So, like I have said, these journals are all available on my website at islaandalice.com, or they are available in my Etsy shop. If you have any questions, by all means, please leave them down below. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have. I'm really, really happy with how these turned out. I did get a little bit of extra scrapbook paper, and I'm going to make one of these for myself this year that I'm going to start working in September. So I'm super excited. I know that these covers are a little bit different because they're not hard or laminated, but I've never had any problems with any of the covers that I've made for myself. And I like the idea too that these are the scrapbook paper. So if you decide that you want to open this up sort of and glue something on, stick something on, Mod Podge something on, then you can go ahead and decorate the cover how you like, or put things on here. And again, really make it your own and make it personal to you and your love of Halloween as well. Okay, everybody, I think that's it. I think that's got me covered. So, I really appreciate you watching this flip through with me. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Yeah, you know what I always say. Speak kindly to yourselves. Enjoy your journal process. Stay spooky, my friends. Until the next video, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye, everybody.